lucky though, okay? Because you happened to signal for a rescue boat. So your rescue boat got as close as they could to the shore. They can't get any further inland because it's getting too shallow. You don't want to touch the water again, okay? Lots of sharks, things you don't want to come in contact with in the water here. So if somebody touches the water, what do you think happens?
They die.
You all got to restart. Yeah, you're a group. So we all got to restart. However, your rescue boat has a couple rules here. So the way you're going to get across is you're going to swing on this rope, okay? So there is a foot loop if you want to put your foot in here and stand up, so you can swing that way. Or if you're comfortable holding yourself up on the rope, you can do it that way. It's completely up to you, however you want to do it. If you're not comfortable swinging, so if you're like, nope, this isn't for me, that's okay. If you don't want to swing, you can walk across. However, you have to ask somebody in the group to go across blindfolded for you. So in order to not swing, you have to have someone go across blindfolded for you. Once they make it successfully, then you get to walk across. All right? Ooh. Now, rules for the rescue boat. Whatever hoop you land in, that's the hoop you got to stay in. Okay? So if I swing across and my foot lands in this hoop right here, I got to stay in this hoop. I can't go from hoop to hoop. Okay? Let's say, all right, I get a pretty good swing and I land feet in the same, or like in two different hoops at the same time. Okay? Now, I'm not talking like put one foot down and then step over here. I'm talking like feet in two different hoops at the same time. You can pick which hoop. Okay? So we can be a little flexible there. But whatever hoop you touch first, that is the hoop you got to stay in, unless your feet happen to land same time in two different hoops. Then you get to choose. Okay? Okay. Now, a couple other things, real quick. Okay, hold on, real quick, Adonis. So, first of all, in order to swing across, you guys got to get the rope. I'm not going to hand it to you. Okay? If you have to restart, so let's say whatever method you use, if you have to restart, you cannot use that method again. Okay? So whatever method you use to get the rope, if you have to restart, that method is done for. You can't do that again. And you can't run and jump, okay, onto the rope swing. Okay, yeah. Okay. So that's like the only method that's unsafe. So you can't run and jump.
Can we step on this log?
You can, as long as you don't step over it. Okay. And then one more part of it. I've got a little jar here.
It's not done.
Okay. And the only problem with your rescue boat is it's out of gas. So I'm gonna fill this, okay, with some gas. You guys got to get it across without spilling any of it. You need all that gas to get to safety. So you can't spill any of the gas to get it over there, okay? So if you spill even the slightest drop, then it's got to go back. Not you guys, just the gas, okay? And we'll refill it to where it was, and you got to try again to get it across without spilling, okay? The only thing you can't do with the gas is you can't cover it in any way, shape, or form, okay? So you can't put your hand over it, you can't put a shirt over it, anything like that. You can hold it with 2 hands, but you just can't cover it.
Yeah, but if you hold it with the 2 hands, how are you gonna hold the rope?
That's what he's saying. Yeah. So you're not gonna be able to. So, but you can't cover it with anything else either. So like a shirt, anything like that. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. How are we
No, we're filming it here.
Somebody that can
Imagination.
one hand. Exactly.
Leave it there. There. They're good.
We can use the stick to pick it to get the thing.
All right, so you guys can use whatever you want. If you have to restart though, you can't use that.
I was about to
method
use
again.
Jesse.
Can I start? Can I start?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
I was about to use Jesse.
No,
Pick you up. Pick you up.